Okay, there she is all up in the air. And there's my trusty hot rod without its skin. This is going to give me a good chance to do a lot of stuff here as far as changing this out. Look at there, I'm leaking some antifreeze. Dang. It surprised me that I guess the bolts that held the body in back here were the same bolts that held the spring shackles in place. Although that don't look right. Something ain't right. I got to figure this out, because those springs shouldn't be flying up in the air like that. Looks to me like I'd call that not completed, something that needs to be addressed. That'll be my job while I got this thing apart. Right now what I need to do is get this flying roadster down on the ground, and I've got these old coffin dolly wheels. I think my dad bought these at a yard sale somewhere along the way. They were part of a contraption they used to put under a coffin, like when you bury somebody in the church and they roll the coffin down the front. Well, these would be the wheels they would use, so they probably hauled off a lot of dead folk. They'll do to set my roadster on. I'm going to put a couple boards across on them, build them into a little square table kind of thing, and then lower the roadster down on top of that. And then I can scoot it back in the back corner and move my my body, no pun intended, move my body back in place there, and that'll give me a good chance to kind of work this frame over. I think it needs a good working over, especially when you consider that those rear springs wasn't even hooked. Another thing I noticed interesting here, I don't know if you can see it in this light, but this frame is boxed and there's a crack right there, and that happens to be just the spot where the springs are mounted to in the front. I might want to reinforce that a little bit while I'm at it. And there's some other stuff I can do, you know. I think this guy was setting this thing up for some kind of a something that I'm not going to be using, so I can cut off a lot of this extra metal and get it out of the way. Of course, it'll make it a lot easier to run my brake lines like this and to make my drive shaft. So probably when I put this thing back together, it'll be pretty close to the point where it'll start to be moving toward going on the road. I'll need to put the body back on there to hang my clutch and brake pedals. But this is something I've been needing to do, and now that I got the motor kind of running, I can focus on the rest of it. Okay, I got my coffin dollies made, so I'm going to let the old girl down onto them. These are going to work real nice. Nice big wheels, roll around good and easy. That's going to be ideal. Okay, well, there she is. I got it off, got the body off of there, and I found out something interesting when I did. These rear springs were connected to nothing. I'm not exactly sure. I got to study what was going on back here. I think the body was bolted here, and the springs were just coming up under the body and just sort of sitting there. That's something that the previous owner was probably going to get around to. Kind of glad I discovered that before I got her all hooked up and took off down the road in her. Let's see. Other than that, that makes this transmission nice and accessible. I guess I'll yank that off here next. I made my little, my little, you know, body dolly out of the coffin wheels, and that worked out real good. So that's a pretty good day's work. I think I might go in and warm up. Even though it's not as cold as it has been, it's still cold enough to make it cold. So talk to you later.